The other day I was watching a video by Leonie, I'm going to tag her here, about where you spend your money is in direct relationship to showing what your values are. And I think this is a fantastic conversation because my 16, now 17-year-old used to give me a lot of shit because we live in a very affluent area and I was not going to buy her, 7 pair of Aloe sweatpants and sweatshirts and all the things. She could have a few, but not a ton. And recently I explained to her that our family puts our money into real estate. So we have nice things, but I know that if the shit ever hit the fan, I could sell a house or something and we could survive on that. And as I showed her different examples of how this works in daily life, she then understood, got it, Mom. So I was just thinking about how people spend money and how our government spends money and where that shows our values lie as an administration and as a country. And so if you look at the way this administration is spending money, it is a direct reflection to this administration's values. And that to me is so very telling. And I think that it's a great example and a great kind of reflection as to how do you spend your money, what do you spend your money on, and how does that reflect your values? Because for me, security has always been huge. So I know that when I invest in real estate and it has the opportunity to maintain or grow in value, that I could then use that if the shit ever hit the fan. Whereas if I have shoes and purses or a bunch of sweatpants, that's not going to help me in any way, shape, or form. There's a big difference between looking wealthy and actually acquiring wealth and assets that hold and gain in value. So just something to look at today. And again, I'm going to tag her because I think her account is fantastic. She's actually going to be on my podcast, which I'm super excited about. But she talks about things like curating a closet and spending money on things that are in alignment with who you want to be in your future and who you see yourself as being in your present and what your values are. And I think that's a really great conversation, especially in this day and age of just consuming tirelessly. I have friends that spend their money on travel. I have friends that spend their money on art, and it really shows the values. For Christmas last year, we did not exchange any gifts, but we did go on a nice vacation. And that felt really in alignment with my values of creating memories. So just something to think about when you're looking around at what's going on today and what's going on in your household. Where do your values lie?